No me fastidies, no he visto ese todavía. El gran peligro no es la pérdida de masa, sino que se quedará sin hidrógeno que usar como combustible, se hinchará hasta ser gigante y achicharrará la Tierra.
¿Entonces no quieres compartir una ensalada?
No, gracias.
In Georgie and Mandy's first marriage, Connor serves as a socially awkward yet endearing replacement for Sheldon, offering a significant contrast to Sheldon's often judgmental and snarky nature. While Connor shares similar traits with Sheldon, like his intense focus on a specific interest and social awkwardness, he lacks Sheldon's contrarian attitude, making him more approachable and sweet. This shift in personality dynamics enhances Connor's relationship with Georgie, highlighting what could have been a better bond with Sheldon had his behavior been more considerate. The warmth and openness Connor brings to his interactions contrast sharply with Sheldon's negative influence on Georgie, showcasing how a more empathetic approach fosters stronger relationships. Georgie and Mandy's first marriage's Sheldon replacement is better because of one toxic trait. The similarities between Sheldon and his replacement in Georgie and Mandy's first marriage are many, but what sets them apart is the lack of one particularly negative attitude that Sheldon often had. First marriage focusing on Georgie and Mandy, who were already front and center in Young Sheldon, highlighted Sheldon's absence, even if the Young Sheldon spin-off did not share the same tone as the parent series nor had the same supportive characters, with the McAllisters effectively supplanting the Coopers. However, Georgie and Mandy's first marriage portraying Connor as the most socially awkward McAllister makes the comparison with Sheldon easy. While Connor didn't share Sheldon's genius status nor interest in science, Georgie and Mandy's first marriage often depicted him as a loner with a comprehensive interest in music. Sheldon's brilliance never caused George Sr. and Mary to worry about his future, although they worried plenty about his lack of social skills or social circle. Instead, the Young Sheldon spin-off showed how much Jim worries about Connor's future, with first marriage even highlighting how Audrey's behavior mirrored Mary's for how she pointed out Mandy's faults without doing the same for Connor, effectively making him Sheldon's replacement with one key behavioral difference. Connor is genuinely sweet in Georgie and Mandy's first marriage, Sheldon isn't. Although Connor's social awkwardness and extreme, focused interest in a specific field make him very similar to Sheldon, Connor does not share the same snarky attitude the socially inept genius was famous for in Young Sheldon and The Big Bang Theory. Sheldon's behavior could often be perceived as odd, but in addition to that, he was judgmental and contrarian and decided to have his perspective dominate the discourse, to the point he didn't care whether someone's feelings were hurt by his words. Sheldon's entire journey in The Big Bang Theory smoothed his edges and made him into someone more considerate. His openness was further proved when Connor told Audrey that Georgie's presence on the road trip made it better because he was a good person. Connor's relentlessness could be annoying, and Georgie and Mandy's first marriage season 1, episode 4 proved that with how the game he invented infuriated Jim and Audrey, but he was generally warm and open with others. If Audrey refused to give Georgie the benefit of the doubt, barely tolerating him, Connor was welcoming, open and willing to hug him when Georgie highlighted they didn't need to shake hands as they were family now. First Marriage episode 7 further proved that when Connor told Audrey that Georgie's presence on the road trip made it better because he was a good person. Georgie's relationship with Connor highlights his wasted dynamic with Sheldon. Georgie and Mandy's first marriage episode 7 showed Georgie being Connor's biggest supporter, involving him in the road trip and cheering him on when Connor tried proving to Jim there was no need for him to worry as he could find a job. Jim wouldn't have bet anything on Connor taking part in the road trip, but Georgie got through to him. Connor's openness thus changed Georgie's outlook completely, as he didn't leave him alone, instead trying to patch things up between him and Jim, something he rarely did spontaneously when Sheldon was involved. Georgie expressed regret about his bond with Sheldon in First Marriage episode 7, and his close bond with Connor highlighted how much Sheldon's negative attitude influenced Georgie, not inspiring him to include Sheldon more. Indeed, when he did, Georgie involved Sheldon out of obligation. Connor's welcoming qualities instead prompted his and Georgie's closer bond in Georgie and Mandy's first marriage. making it impossible not to wonder how different Georgie and Sheldon's relationship could have been if only Sheldon's behavior were less off. Putting to it took Charlie Sheen only 5 seconds to outshine Jim Parsons and Kunal Nair in The Big Bang Theory with his cameo. It took Charlie Sheen only 5 seconds to outshine Jim Parsons and Kunal Nair in The Big Bang Theory with his cameo. Chuck Lorre's hit CBS sitcom The Big Bang Theory has had numerous guest appearances throughout its long run. And among the multiple guest stars, Lorre also invited the star of his other successful sitcom, Charlie Sheen from 2.5 Men. And the actor did not fail to deliver in his brief yet memorable appearance as he managed to steal the spotlight, even outshining the show's leading stars like Jim Parsons and Kunal Nair. Charlie Sheen's brief yet impactful cameo in The Big Bang Theory. Before the fallout between Charlie Sheen and 2.5 Men creator Chuck Lorre, Sheen made a brief but memorable appearance in Lorre's other hit sitcom, The Big Bang Theory, during its second season episode, The Griffin Equivalency. The episode follows Kunal Nair's Raj, who becomes increasingly obnoxious after learning he's been named in People magazine's 30 Visionaries Under 30 list for his discovery of the trans-Neptunian object 2008 NQ-17. As Raj's ego grows with his newfound fame, his friends begin to resent him and refuse to attend the reception party with him, except Penny, who Raj mistakenly assumes is going on a date with him. In one of the scenes from the episode, Raj brags to his friends about his achievement at the Cheesecake Factory. After his friends decide to leave him to nurse his inflated ego, he turns to the person at the next table and boasts about being featured in People magazine. However, the person on the table turns out to be none other than the Emmy-nominated actor Charlie Sheen, who delivers a sharp retort, saying, "Call me when you're on the cover." Sheen, who was already a well-established star, easily outshined The Big Bang Theory stars like Jim Parsons and Kunal Nair with his quick wit, confident delivery, and effortless charisma. Sheen also collaborated with Lorre in the hit sitcom 2.5 Men before the actor spiraled down in controversies, eventually causing his exit from the sitcom. Charlie Sheen did not have anything pleasing to say about The Big Bang Theory. Charlie Sheen's time on 2.5 Men came to an abrupt end after the actor made a series of controversial remarks about the show's creator, Chuck Lorre. His disdain for the showrunner appeared to have extended beyond 2.5 Men and even affected his views on other Lorre-produced sitcoms, including The Big Bang Theory. Years after his brief cameo on the show, the actor harshly criticized The Big Bang Theory, calling it stupid, lame, and a piece of sh*t. While promoting his show Anger Management, the actor suggested how his show paved the way for the following sitcoms. You gotta think about the thank. Suggesting that The Big Bang Theory gained a significant audience as it was scheduled to run after Anger Management. The actor, who had previously made a brief cameo in the sitcom, went on to criticize the show, calling it stupid and lame, while also taking aim at its showrunner, Chuck Lorre. Charlie Sheen had choice words for The Big